in the house. Man, we've been screwing around with technology all for an hour, almost 2 hours, Paul.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go.
Welcome aboard. I'm the Jim Fannon Show. Share it if you like it. Don't if you don't. What up, yo? You okay? You're on camera now. All right, let's mute this.
No, I have to stop.
Oh, Layton, what up? Don't pick your nose on
can't
camera.
pick my nose now.
Man, you weirdo.
You can make it look like an itch.
Oh, is it? Oddball. I should have known. You're one of the only guys that watches my show on the regular and comments on it and everything. And then I had Aaron on yesterday and called you a weirdo. Or he's kind of an oddball.
I'm a good fan because I was dropped on my head a lot.
So and I know exactly where you commented because it does the timestamp on the thing. So, anyways, thank you, brother. I'll just like I did yesterday. I thanked Aaron for still being my friend. You're basically a libertarian. I do fall on the libertarian quite a lot now because I want government out of my life as much as possible.
Yes.
But it's a strange time now, man.
It is. And the problem with libertarian is their voice is not heard. Their ideas aren't really shared. They don't get a chance, really. They would appear radical to some people, but I'm more of like you. I think I'm more a centrist, a moderate. But I'm definitely libertarian.
Now seems to be ultra far right now because the left has gone so far left.
Yeah.
So you're
I'm right in the middle, but I'm not really. I'm for libertarian for small government because everything they touch is too expensive, too much bureaucracy, and it costs everyone money.
I used to be a guy that thought that some of the public utilities and whatnot needed to be public, but I'm not so sure if maybe I don't
needs
know.
To be
healthcare,
non-profit.
You think healthcare too? I don't know because it seems like private business does it better. You're right, almost always.
Well, I like the libertarian stance on healthcare where we have empty floors in hospitals because half of the budget in Canada goes to administration.
Right.
All the administrators pay that, not for doctors, not for nurses. So and they have like empty floors in hospitals that aren't doing anything because of it, because of the expense. But I see that as also an excuse for the government to charge more and get more. I think they like failure that way because it gives them an excuse to expand. And whenever they say they're going to create jobs, I don't like that because they need to get out of the way so we can create jobs. By deregulating, that'll attract business, manufacturing. By deregulating, it makes it more economical for them to work here. We chased everyone away. Kathleen Wynne just pummeled this province.
I would agree.
But she did a lot of bad things as far as I'm concerned. And she's really kind of why I even ran. I never want to be a politician because I won't lie. And I think people want to know the truth, what I really mean, and we got to stop that from happening. Like Trudeau is a professional con man. He's smooth talking, and he did test negative though for testosterone.
You like that one, eh?
Did I ever?
That my Facebook is a home for my lefty friends, and my lefty friends are repulsed by me now because I'm center right, and because I stand for free speech, and because I don't think that boys can become girls and vice versa, and because I don't think more gun laws is going to make a safer community, and I just, I posted a graph the other day, and people are like, "You're so insensitive." Well, I didn't even put. You know how hard it is for me to post something and not put my own sarcastic remark of commentary on there.
Yep.
And I just put the daily COVID deaths because all of a sudden now the major media has turned from deaths to infections.
Yeah, because
and now infections are way low. It doesn't make the news, right?
It's like a flu. Most people will be fine.
Yeah, it's a little bit more. It's a lot more contagious.
This mask thing,
a little bit more deadly.
COVID was planned a long time ago. There's a lot of record on it.
And that's why you're here, because I'm not a conspiracy guy. I know they've existed, because, and it's sometimes
why do you think it's happening all over the world?
Yeah,
That's
I don't
ridiculous.
say conspiracy theory unless it's a theory. There are conspiracies, like the conspiracy on hemp. Okay, there's no theory about that. Ainslinger and DuPont and all those guys, like they kept it down. Even the back in the day, the liquor companies, they didn't want marijuana or industrial hemp legal. So that's not a conspiracy theory. That's history.
Yep. It's like they didn't like hemp for rope because it was very good and it hurt the rope industry. And
so every time you chime in, she knows all about JFK. You posted that today.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any of the conspiracy data. Like I just don't have it. So anytime I run into somebody that's like, oh yeah, that's deep state. That was a deep state drone.
I know,
that fly was a deep state drone.
But I mean, conspiracy theory has been weaponized. It's really used to stifle dissent, to just dismiss someone, dismiss their argument, and liberals are pro at it. They know how to do that very well. CIA created it, weaponized the word. When JFK was murdered, that's when they weaponized conspiracy theory. That's when Bush said, we're not going to tolerate any conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah?
But it was CIA weaponized it. And that's why they just, he's a conspiracy theorist. Well, man, we're conspiring.
Okay, we were talking about JFK and Bush. Those two don't go together.
No, JFK, 9/11. I'm talking.
Oh, 9/11. Okay, yeah. So that's when conspiracy theory, the term was coined?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was created by the CIA and weaponized by them. But that's what they do. They do all kinds of experiments, mind control, MK Ultra, and these aren't.
What's the MK Ultra? I always forget what that was.
MK Ultra is they actually torture people. They sleep deprivation.
It was the CIA.
Yeah, it's experiments, and it's all on record. I mean, freedom of information, you can get all of it, and I've been doing a lot of research because I care. I don't think it's right. Like the hospitals, like I was saying earlier, all they have to do is rent out space. Like if there's a long line for MRI machines, just offer that space to a doctor, a technician that can run that machine, and they can offer it as a service, attach the money to the health card. So you can either use the government and wait in line, or you can use this guy, who's still a professional,
and you can get
but he's not
service.
Government control. And all the services in the hospital can be done that way, because as soon as you allow competition, you're going to get price wars. So it's going to be more affordable, and then the government can get right out of healthcare, right out. They don't even need to be there.
So you're not worried about gouging? Because you think competition takes care of that and keeps prices low? Like, what if you only got one company doing MRIs?
That's what we don't want. Yep. We want competition. That's a very libertarian thing. Competition helps with everybody. And they don't allow it. You can't go to Quebec, buy a case of beer, and come back to Ontario without getting a $300 fine. What the hell is that? That's our neighbor. It's Canada. So this is the kind of behavior we've been dealing with. Under the covers, like, they're not announcing it. It just happens. You know what I mean? Because people don't have time to read all the documents. There's like 3,000 page, bills. It's just insane. But that's why they do it that way. They make it long and long-winded, and they just plug in little words and little things here and there. But it's like you're walking in circles around a bush and you're not getting anywhere. Mm-hmm. Reading legalese is just boring. And it's deliberately that way.
So I don't want to just shift gears this quickly,
sure.
but I will. But no, just tell me about what you've been up to as far as, COVID has been tough on a lot of people. I know, especially musicians. We've been in this lockdown for months and months and months. And, I know it's been hard on a lot of people's mental health. And
definitely.
So how have you been taking it?
I think it's a form of torture, what they're doing. And they're doing it on a global scale. Sweden's not doing it, and they're doing just fine. We will be doing fine. We're getting more cases because we're doing more testing. That's what's going to happen.
What is it? The governor of who's Christy Nome? Christy. She's gorgeous. She shoots guns. Anyways, I can't remember Christy. I can't. It's not coming to me.
Is it in the States?
Yeah. Anyways, she said the other day, science has proven lockdowns don't work. We could have done all this with social distancing, wash your hands. I'm not even sure the mask things, the masks are doing much because I don't know. I know for sure. You don't have to be a medical doctor or a scientist to know that the majority of transmission of this disease is through contact, through physical touch. Okay, so yeah, maybe the minority on the outside, the fringe infections are coming from something aerosol. I don't know how easily we're catching COVID through the air. We're certainly not catching it when we're walking by someone outside. That's bullshit.
Yeah. The mask won't help because the particles are so small, they would go through the mask. So the masks are an absolutely obscene to me because people are rebreathing their carbon dioxide, which is very unhealthy. They're not getting fresh air. So they're depriving their brain and their body of this fresh oxygen. And to do that to kids is absolutely obscene because they don't have the proper chemistry yet until they're about 17 for it to latch on. They don't have what it takes for COVID to latch on. The thing about COVID is it is a flu virus, but this particular strain was manufactured.
You think it's man-made?
It is because there's this...
You think it was designed explicitly
Wuhan, and the really scary thing is even Dr. Fauci worked with the Wuhan laboratory that did this. They're all involved in it. And this was planned. But I don't think it worked out as good as they had hoped. We weren't dropping like flies. I think that was their plan, to scare the hell out of everybody. So they just started naming anyone who died almost. They're just putting COVID just to boost the numbers.
Not to mention the financial implications as well, right?
Yeah.
They're rewarding them for putting them on the list of COVID.
But the mask is cruel. The social distancing was also created by the CIA as a form of soft torture. It literally will torture people. It's torturing people.
I think just the covering of the facial expressions is going to make people insane.
Yep.
Maybe lash out with I don't know. This is
I'm afraid to.
And again, I'm an intellectually curious person.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me smart. It makes me search for information.
Absolutely.
And I cannot believe that we've gone headfirst into this mass human experiment. This has never been done before. We're going to cover our faces. And, I had Sandor in here the other day.
Yep.
He's kind of leading the coalition against, infringement on our liberties of these mandatory mask laws.
Absolutely.
And he says, my kid's 5 months old. In 7 months, 8 months, when this bylaw is over, if they don't extend it again, he's going to be a year old and he will not have seen a human expression in public yet.
I know, it's
terrible. And we don't know how that's going to affect people. Yep. And I'm softly thinking, you know how important it is for a child or even an adult to see a smile or someone's expression or read lips or whatever. I just don't think that we've given it any thought to the possible implications of it. So, it ends up leaving me nothing but bitter and angry. And I know I come across like that is no problem.
It's kind of scary because they're really hurting people. It's just like a slow torture, it's spread out.
Mm-hmm.
But it is cruel, especially to children. It's unnecessary, cruel. They're torturing the kids. They're making them wear masks at school, separating them.
Not to mention all the fibers that they're breathing in off those things.
Oh my God. Yeah, and touching it, and they're more likely to get sick.
And that's the thing. If you're touching your mask, you might as well not be wearing one.
And they will be. Kids,
yeah. Well, Nancy Pelosi touched her mask 25 times today, including the lectern that she was standing behind.
It didn't even fit. It was
it was sideways. What is with these people? You have no clue what this looks like on TV. But this is it. This is the what do you call it? The virtue signaling. Oh, we're gonna.
Yes. No, that's all it is.
there's not any. Okay, first of all, masks. If you can't social distance, okay, you want to play that game? Okay, like I'm not playing it with you.
Yeah.
But then you're social distanced at the lectern. There's not a person within 25 feet of you, and you still wearing a mask, and you got to talk into one of these.
And what's with people in cars by themselves wearing masks?
On the beach,
what
I'm seeing them. You know what, dude? Here? We passed a bylaw in Niagara, and now province-wide, that indoors, when you can't social distance, you shall be wearing a mask.
Yeah, even when you're like with your wife or
dude,
husband.
I'm taking the bus. I'm taking a drive the other day. I forget where I was going, and I'm doing a survey in my head. Outdoors, people alone, more than 50% wearing a mask. I saw someone on the beach last month. It's like 95 degrees out. They're strolling down the beach, and I'm like, I can't believe how quickly we've come in line as the sheep to just, mask? Okay.
Yeah.
And not, you know what? Oh, you're going to legislate them indoors when we can't social distance? I'll do you one better. I'll wear it when I'm alone outside.
And indoor means
I don't get it.
They're going to be tapping into your iPhones, your computers to spy on you, so to make sure you're wearing your mask. It's micromanaging the globe. And anyone who steps out of line can be, put on a list and naughty list.
The contact tracing, don't forget that.
That's just ridiculous. Everyone you had contact with.
Why am I becoming one of those guys that says, okay, if the government wants you to take it, fuck it, I'm out. You want me to take the flu shot? Nope. You want me to take the vaccine? Nope. You want me to wear a mask? Nope. Why have I become so cynical and resigned and skeptical of everything the government tells me to do?
It doesn't make sense because you know that it's...
Get up on that mic, Paul.
Like, scientifically, the mask won't work. So the masks are for another reason.
I agree with you. I think we could have done this all with social distancing and hygiene.
I don't even think social distancing. Even if we got COVID, we probably won't die. The only problem with this COVID strand is they spliced in right into it. So they changed it. It's been genetically modified, and they added like HIV into it. That's what I heard from the
to make it more contagious. Oh no, that wouldn't make it more.
Make it more dangerous. So, but yeah, it's the new day of biological weaponry, but this is
this is when the conspiracy goes off the tracks.
It's going off the tracks, but it is definitely planned.
Yeah, well,
like all these medical professionals should know it. I'm not even a medical professional or a scientist, but I can find out this information. It's been available, so it is kind of scary what they're doing and what they're trying to pull off. I do know that the Democrats had a 16-year plan, and that plan was supposed to end at Hillary's after her 8 years. 2024 was their end date for total global one world government, their new world order. That was their date. 2025 was their implementation date. It's all been found in their plan, and basically Trump just derailed them. He derailed them, and he started giving people back their money. See, this is what we need in Canada. Like, you can go to a indigenous to buy cigarettes, for example, to a reserve. I'm native myself, part native, so it costs $9, $10, well, it's $12 now for a carton, and Canadian cigarettes are like $60 a carton. That's all taxes. That's all theft right there.
Way more than that. Oh yeah. Maybe
meanwhile, they're making it legal. They demonize it. They put horrible, traumatic pictures on them just to guilt you. I don't think that's appropriate at all. We know it's not good for you. You don't need to show pregnant women with cigarettes or dead fetuses. This is disgusting. This is abuse. This is abusing us, making us smoke outside in the cold, in the winter, in bars, when all they had to do was regulate the bars. So if they want to have smoking, just have the proper ventilation systems that would just suck. The casino had them. You could smoke in the casino and just sucked it right up into the air. Nobody was getting secondhand smoke. That's all they had to do.
And you're not a smoker.
Oh yeah.
You're a smoker?
But what they did was they did the worst thing they could do. They just punish people for smoking. They overcharge them for smoking, demonize the cigarette, while criminally profiteering off of them. See, it's all planned and plotted. They demonize it because they can charge more that way. This is terrible for you, so it's going to cost you a little more. So they're nothing but criminals. They really are. That's what motivated me to run. Because I said, enough is enough. You're hurting people. Start lowering the taxes, and people will have more money. They'll spend more money. They'll have better lives. They'll eat better. And, all their taxes is the reason why the hydro bill and the water bills gets going up, up, up. Property taxes. They're just stealing the wealth of Canadians. And they did it gradually over time, so we didn't really notice it. You know what I mean? It was gradual. They did it smart. But, okay, where were we? I wanted to talk about... So any friends that might be listening that aren't my friends anymore, I just want to tell you, I had some tragedy, and I shut down my Facebook. So I didn't unfriend any of you, just in case you're not my friend yet. I tried to find most of the people that I was friends with when I came back, but I just took a break from the trauma and was already isolating. So when the isolating and the COVID came, I was already isolated basically. So it didn't really change my life too much. So it was just,
So you created regular. A whole new account then? You just shut down the old one, but you didn't like.
No, I think
if you had to add new friends, then you're on a brand new account.
Yeah, I killed my account.
Because I probably was saying to you, and I probably didn't add you back right away when you requested it, because
some people said no.
No, but it looks suspicious. It always looks like a hack.
Yep, and that has happened to me before many years ago.
I usually ask my buddies, I'm like, is this you? Or, I want to be sure that it's you and not
I've actually gone through that. Well, other people have been friend requests by me. Did you send me a friend request? No, we're already friends. So, I don't know if the hackers or what they're doing, but... I know that you and I are probably not really good friends with the government. They probably are watching us, and they should, because hopefully they'll learn something, at least about that there are people that still have some critical thinking out there and can see exactly what's going on. Mm-hmm. It's inappropriate as far as being free. And I believe in a do no harm policy of government. If you're harming someone, you shouldn't be there. Simple as that. You're not making good decisions. If we're not all dropping like flies. COVID's just a flu virus. It's listed in the medical books. But this is, like I said, it has been spliced, but still, hydroxychloroquine works
you can't within that because Trump said it was good, so now it's been blackballed.
But they have multiple things. He used something else. He was taking
hydroxychloroquine, was it? No.
Yeah, remdesivir, and it's a combination. Zinc.
It's when Lily's got one too.
Zinc and vitamin D. If you have zinc and vitamin D, that will help you.
Was that unbelievable? Like, I mean, I've had to cut toxic people out of my life. But nothing gave me the opportunity like Trump getting COVID. I mean, some people I really am fond of were texting me at the middle of the night, karma, bitch, Trump's got COVID. And I'm like, okay, wait. I haven't cheered anyone getting COVID.
That hate is all programmed. It's brainwashed, just like the television. Television. So you're telling a narrative. You're giving a narrative, and you're channeling it. So you're channeling different visions, and each channel has programming. So you're being programmed. We don't even know it. They've been doing it since the 50s.
Sheep.
And they're really good at it. That's why everybody's walking around in masks.
Masks outside, like I said. You know what?
Walking down the street.
I'll do you one better. You're going to make a law for masks inside where you can't social distance? I'll wear mine outside when I'm alone.
Yeah, it's insane. Mask in your house? That's just they're just stepping over the line. They're pushing it.
The average age of death is still 80. It was 82.
Yep.
And now I think it's 78.
Yep.
And you know what I thought was interesting? The average age for infection after the riots was 34.
Yep. And the people that are dying of something else. They have cancer, they have heart problems, and it just doesn't help. Just like when you're sick, if you had something else, even with the flu, people will die from the flu. But I mean, tuberculosis is worse than the flu, and they never had masks for tuberculosis, and people were running around spreading it. I mean, tuberculosis is terrible. And so, yeah, this is definitely a scary situation, and I think Trump put a wrench into it. I really think he has an opportunity to save the world, and we would be screwed.
Well, you know what happens if he cures cancer?
Were gone.
Even if he cured cancer, and Alex Jones, when he was on Rogan, made me consider, because I got a pretty open mind, and I have some bias, I have some hate that's well placed, that's pretty stiff and unmovable. Like for pedophilia, like I'm never gonna change how I feel about kids that
that's selfish. It's very selfish.
Adults that abuse kids. Like I'm never. But I've changed my views a little bit on abortion. I don't want to see the late term stuff. But if Trump and Alex Jones was on with Rogan, and he was the first guy that forced me to say, I think this guy's going to be the best president we ever had, and I think he's going to make world peace like no other president. And he's already well on his way with that. Like
3 Nobel Peace Prize nominations.
Yeah, and I think that's bullshit. The Nobel Peace Prize, like Obama got that thing too, and it was gross.
They lost all credibility with Obama.
What the fuck did he do to get that? Like I was a big Obama fan 12 years ago, and I was still going, wait a second.
Yeah.
Again, I was an Obama fan. In 2016, if Bernie was on the ticket and I was an American, I would have voted Bernie in 2016. That's how recently red-pilled I am. But Alex Jones forced me to just consider, maybe this guy happens to be the best president ever. And I know for you guys with TBS, you're freaking out right now.
Agree.
But then, and he said something about world peace and if he cured cancer, this is somebody said the other day, even if Trump cured cancer, people would be bitching that he put all the people that work for the Cancer Society out of work.
7 million or whatever it is.
Well, you know how big the cancer? They're not looking for a cure for cancer. No. The cancer's big business, and I got in shit when I was on the radio station for a couple. I got fired for talking. For talking shit about that. I just made fun of the Grape and Wine Festival, and that was enough to get me canned. But before I got canned, my first warning was talking shit about a sponsor. And again, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't know. But I just said, listen, don't give your money to the Cancer Society. Give it to Wellspring Niagara right down here, because they are not government funded. They provide a way better service locally for people. Families that are struggling with the death of a loved one from cancer and or the actual patients. And I got the word from upstairs. I got dragged into the office. The proverbial dragged into the office.
Yeah.
I got that.
Wow.
Yeah, and we heard from the Cancer Society, you can't say don't send them money on this station anymore. Same with Marineland. We got a directive from Human Resources or the program director.
Man,
no one shall initiate conversations on Marineland. And at that time there was a lot of shit going on about Marineland.
Yep.
And they're like, if it comes up, we'll report the news. If a caller brings it up, then okay, but we will not initiate. Why? Sponsorship. They give the money. They give the station money. So, like I said, I think the people are so far gone on Trump, the people that hate him, and we didn't see this. Here's the difference between the left and the right. One of them. When Obama was in power, the right wasn't hating every single thing that he did every minute of the day, trying to get him out of office, trying to Russia probes, impeachment, all this stuff. He was just as corrupt. They're all corrupt at some level.
I mean, he killed Gaddafi for no reason.
Well, that deal with Iran for the nukes, the cash he gave over. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
It is infiltration.
Anyway.
He was a scary man.
Is this thing still on? Am I still on?
He's still involved.
I think you should play some music, because I'm all wired for sound now, and I'm going to take myself off the camera. And then
don't do that.
Yeah, no, because it's all
Make
you.
Make your camera big and me small
and then
in the corner.
Play a song that's like 10 minutes long, so I can go for a. I can go. use the bathroom.
All right.
Paul, Layton, everyone.
Welcome to the
Tim, are you going to play one of your songs?
Yeah.
Oh, do you have everything you need on the effects?
Check. I don't know if it's on.
Oh, did we turn them off?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're all lit up now.
All right.
Okay, and that's going to make the effects through here as well, right?
Yep.
So the recording will have your effects on it?
You're state of the art, man.
Oh, fuck off. You brought all this shit. Are you playing one of your songs?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe, here, I'll take the effects off. Tell us all about the song first.
Okay. Well, since I've been very young, I've had this kind of perspective of desire for peace. Even young, I was always a peace lover and always peaceful person.
That's why I was always a lefty, because they were peaceful. Now
yeah,
they're raging.
Yeah, they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a liberal when I was young. I was a
Me
liberal.
too. Come on.
I mean, I love the colors. That's the problem with liberals. They use the flag color, so it gets them in. You know, it's all mind control stuff going on with us.
Get back to the song.
Even colors.
Stay on track here.
But yeah, so peace is basically a desire I've always wanted people to get along, and I always believe that people can negotiate and compromise and share opinions without making war about it. Even if we disagree, I know you and I will, we won't go past that point. We'll just disagree. You know what I mean? It doesn't become a war. We don't unfriend each other over it, because it's just my perspective and your perspective, and I respect it, even if it's different than mine. So this song is basically, and I was 15 years old. I was a pretty deep kid, and I've been like that pretty much. I've been accused of being a prude, and I don't think I'm a prude, but like my girlfriend called me a prude, so she might know better. Not present girlfriend, like 10 years ago. Yeah, she said, "You're a prude." I said, "How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you call me a prude?" I didn't even know what the word was. What the hell is a prude? I just didn't like the way it sounded. How dare you? But yeah, this is basically a song about peace. It's called Peace, so it's kind of self-explanatory. Right. It's a mellow song. I wouldn't even know what category to put my music. Maybe you can tell me.
No, I can't. Because I just don't know. I do love it. You're talented, and I've been blessed to have some wicked talent in this week. So welcome aboard.
Yes,
brother.
We have lots of talented friends.
Yep.
Indeed. And lots of really highly intelligent people like Aaron Byzantine, like from yesterday, who I'm glad to reconnect with. All right, shall I begin?
Hit it, man.
All right, here we go. This one's called Peace. Sunsets fade, stars so bright, the ocean still, whispering time. Time moves slowly, a breeze through my head. The moon so clear and bright. Peace invade our hearts. Peace, a brand new start. Peace of mind, so content. Peace in life with no end. Peace in life with no end. Let's do our part to save our lands. See what we've done to our fellow man. Let's show our children We did what we could to secure the future as we know we should. Peace invade our hearts. Peace, a brand new start. Peace of mind, so content. Peace in life with no end. Peace in life with no end. Peace invade our hearts. Peace, a brand new start. Peace of mind, so content. Peace in life with no end. Peace in life with no end. Peace in life with no end.
Job, brother. Damn.
Yeah, I wrote that when I was very young.
Look at me turning off the effects like a producer over here.
You are profesh.
Profesh, yeah, bro. Thank you so much, man. That was awesome. Now, I guess you're not doing much in the way of gigging these days.
Not at all. Nope. Nope.
Well, how does that look as far as getting it back?
One thing I would like to do is to record these songs and just...
These are new songs?
Well, these have never been released. No
really?
Radio station, no.
Has anyone actually heard them?
It's never been live, no.
No? Cool.
Nope.
I love that.
Yeah.
I was fortunate Jen Chapin gave me a bunch of her songs, gave me 3 songs before she released them. She gave me an interview, and it was really cool. And I'm going to try and do this with Jennifer. Jennifer Lynn came in on Wednesday. And I love how it turned out with Jen Chapin, who's Harry Chapin's daughter.
Oh. And
she's a left-wing activist, teacher. Oh, just a beautiful girl. Beautiful family. She brought the whole crew in. Her husband, Stephen Crump, plays stand-up bass, and he makes that, like, he operates that thing like a percussion. You know what I mean?
Got quite a sound.
Yeah, and after the interview, I was able to cut up a description of the song, play the song, talk about the song, play the song, talk about the song, play the song. So maybe we'll cut this up into just music only as well when we get rolling.
I've got tons of music.
Yeah?
I'm not sure which one to do, though.
I was having a lot of fun when you were doing those covers. You were doing
fun.
What's that Beatles in
Beatles
something garden?
Something.
What was it?
Something.
No.
While my guitar gently weeps.
No, it was
Imagine.
No, what was the one you were just banging out? And I was.
Wings.
Something garden.
Let him in.
Yeah, no, Let It In sounds great too. But what was the one?
Garden.
Lady Madonna? Lady Madonna. I don't know why I'm saying garden.
Fun.
Yeah, play a little riff from that one. We'll probably get shut down from YouTube for it. I don't even like the Beatles.
This only sounds like Lady Madonna. It's not really. It is my song. Right now, it belongs to me. It's funny, just so
good time.
Catchy. They were great.
And that Wings tune, Paul McCartney and Wings tune too. I was like all over that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. I love it.
What's that one called? Let Him In?
Let Him In.
That's a great tune.
But all the songs I do, I really connect with. Like,
You know what?
That
There's
really
nothing
touched
better
me.
than I just like it when when you were messing around, just jamming and just banging things out. I was like, I could hang with that all day. It's so cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Especially when it's familiar songs that you know, and then like you
That
do
you
let
haven't
it in.
heard.
I'm playing.
And they're not on the radio anymore.
I got the snare going in the background.
It's true because you don't hear them anymore, eh?
Yeah.
So it is definitely brings you back.
Yeah. What are you gonna do next, bro?
This one is a little bit powerful. Now I wrote this for my mother, and it doesn't seem like it.
Get up on that mic, bro.
It sounds like a love song, but it isn't.
Okay.
It's like because it's called "Love Me Forever," but it's really like the mother-son unconditional love kind of love. It's not a romantic love. So that's really the basis of this song. Like when
I want to make sure that you got this. No, we got to get this thing turned around here, man.
the microphone's got a mask. Oh,
Yeah, that's
there
the
we
back.
go. Oh, man.
Yeah, so that's. You did a good job setting that mic stand up, though, bro. You're kind of singing into the side of it a little bit there, so.
So you'll pick me up like this too?
Oh, it'll pick you up better a little bit now. You want the effects on again? Here we go.
Yep. Alone in your bed at night, you cry like a baby. Don't worry, I'm on my way. And listen closely, I need you to love me forever. Love me forever. Love me. Believe it when I tell you I need you by my side, no matter what you do. Don't run off and hide. Need you to love me forever. Hold me together. Love me forever. Hold me, keep me warm. No, I mean no harm, you know. I can't complain. I love you just the same. Oh. love me forever.
That's awesome, man. You're not a bad singer. You're saying you sucked on the vocals, but no, you can hit the high notes there.
Well, I'm in the basement, so I'm kind of like still holding back. So I need like a big room to belt out.
Yeah,
because I get loud.
That sounds great. So welcome to whoever's watching Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, YouTube, and D Live. I just picked up on D Live. This is my first broadcast on D Live. I don't know why last night it didn't roll out, but whatever. It's a new platform. I don't know. I could use a few more. True.tube will be up soon, and you can watch it all there. But Paul Layton is my guest. We're going to talk, and then we're going to play. We're going to play some more, talk some more, play some more, talk some more.
We'll have to like redo this, like have a political time and a music time.
Yeah, I got nothing but time, brother. Nothing but time for guys like you, especially. And so, yeah, I appreciate your generosity. And we've hung out before. Did you play my sessions on the River gig?
I ended up not going. I think I was sick.
Oh, okay.
And but I did want to go. I was supposed to go.
Chris Curry came on yesterday when Aaron was on and give us some love. And
yeah.
You know, I appreciate guys like
That's
that too,
awesome.
because I think Chris Curry and I politically we just don't mesh at all.
Yeah.
But he's still cool with me. So he was giving Aaron some love the other day.
He's awesome.
Yeah, and what a great studio. Like that whole facility is just built for sound.
Yep.
Built for entertainment.
Perfect for you.
Built for serving alcohol to people when they're watching musicians. It's like it's the best.
Yeah.
He's got that little door out of the back so you can slip out the backstage and nobody can see on camera and everything like that. We should get another gig going over at Sessions on the River when the pandemic's over, dude. Who are we kidding? This is not what is a pandemic?
They're testing more, so they're getting more positives.
What officially is a pandemic? It's a worldwide infection that kills.
Yeah. Just look at the deaths from yearly deaths of anything, suicide, cancer. Just look at all the deaths, accidents, and you'll see that nothing's changed. Only the freedom that we used to have.
A disease prevalent over a whole country or the world. I don't think we're in a pandemic now, dude.
We're not.
No.
No.
I mean, maybe at the height of the deaths.
You know what Cuomo said in New York?
What? Oh,
he said the conditions that they're living under is over November 3rd. He put an end date. Election. I mean, come on, how obvious is that?
Wow. And now he's going after the Jews.
Well, I mean, the Chinese and they're the hub of the New World Order is China. They're like the hub. All like Justin, he's like
pull
in
up
bed.
on that mic, bro.
He's in bed. Yeah. He's in bed with China for sure, absolutely. And last year they signed a deal to let all these troops in Vancouver, and they're just there. Nobody in Vancouver's allowed in there either.
Well, they're using it for training.
And to protect their property, what they own. Who knows what they own in Canada? But I'm sure we're indebted to them, or this probably wouldn't be happening. I would love an honest government because things could be so much different. I thought the Conservatives were going to save us from Kathleen Wynne, but they're just following suit. I don't know if they're being threatened. I don't know who's behind it all, but I know it's nefarious. And Trump's screwing up all their plans because Gates wanted a vaccine, but can't release it until a certain amount of time, right? Because you have to say it takes this long, even though it's already made. But he wants a vaccine. And Trump's coming up with his own vaccines. He's got people competing,
what
just
I thought
like
was
a libertarian.
Interesting the other day is Trump was looking like hell when he did that one video. You know, it didn't look like he was comfortable. He's
abused.
He's got COVID. But for the first time He called it coronavirus or whatever you call it. He said, I'm like, Trump didn't say China virus? Yeah. What's going on? And in my head, I'm like, oh, China's got the cure. They're like, okay, if you lay off us a little bit, we'll send it over to you. We'll give you the antidote.
Yeah. And Dr. Fauci is gone now.
Yeah, he's just doing interviews with left-wing media, trashing Trump, it seems like.
The beauty of right now is the declass. That's going to save everybody.
Declass?
Yeah, declassification.
Oh, yeah, the redacted.
Yeah, no redaction. Oh, he's going to get it all, everything. They're screwed. Thank God, though, because
you can catch these guys red-handed, though, and nobody does shit.
Yep.
Like they
have to go through the legal process.
They got Obama red-handed, spying on Trump before, during, and after the election.
Yep.
The transition team, you know, you talk about a transition team if Trump loses. Think about the transition team when Trump came in.
I'm worried about when he's finished.
The FBI all up your ass, fucking wired and everything, and they can't touch him. Yeah. They can't touch Hillary. They can't touch any of these guys that set up Flynn. Look at Flynn.
Hillary. They can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's doing all her emails. He's uncovering all her emails, and the FBI, like Strzok and all those people.
Yeah, Strzok. They're not touching Strzok and Page.
Page and Strzok and like the whole lot of them. Brennan.
Yeah.
He's getting all of them.
Who's Comey?
Because they've all been fired.
Yeah. How can you look at Comey and not go, oh, that guy's filthy dirty?
I would imagine a lot of them might take the easy way.
I don't see enough pressure on any of them to do.
I don't know. It's scary, man. It's scary. I'm sure there's a lot of targets on Trump. They want him gone. I know that for sure. And they've got the whole, all the liberals wanting him dead, wishing him dead. I mean, that's not normal behavior. This isn't what people do and think normally. It's not normal at all. He never, you just listen to his words and his bills, his executive orders. They're all for the people. Every one of them. Everything he's done.
Well, he's given some big corporations a bunch of money, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
That goes with every bill. Yeah, like the coronavirus bills, there was big business getting a ton of money.
Democrats were all over that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how you get away from that. It seems like the system corrupts everyone, no matter how much hope. Listen, like you, I wasn't red. I didn't vote liberal. But when Justin came in, I was so ready for Harper to get out of there. Like, I was hating on Harper hard.
Yep.
And I was actually, watching Justin Trudeau walk with his gender-neutral, gender-balanced cabinet going, you know what? I was tweeting and sending out Facebook messages. It's a new day. It was a new day. I was full of hope. So it's not like I didn't give the guy a chance. It's not like I hated him right off the bat.
Me too.
I always knew he was retarded. Like, he's not too bright because you don't have to talk to him for more than 3 minutes off script to know that he's just a bag of hammers. But he's done a good job of acting. He's got good people around him, and his people know how to get elected. So he's at least intelligent enough, politically savvy. He's no Pierre Elliott Trudeau. He was bright.
But he was trained by him, I'm sure.
Well, no, because he was so young when his father died.
No, that's true, isn't it?
But he, like I said, as far as intelligence goes, he's no Pat. But he was at least bright enough and had enough political sense to put the right people around him to get him elected on his name, because that's all that he got elected on was his father's name.
Yep.
And but I was never a hater right off the bat. Same as Trump. I was not a Trump fan. I looked at his stuff that he did with The Apprentice and stuff.
Yep.
My brother used to watch it all the time. I walk by and go, you're an idiot. Like, why are you watching that? That guy's a goof.
I watched it a few times.
And it's just not my speed, but I was never a Trump fan. I didn't watch him come down the escalator. I wasn't going, yay, Trump, yay, Trump. But you know
I
what?
Wasn't there either.
Once he got elected,
I forgot.
Once he got elected, like Stephen Harper, I was so hate-filled for Stephen Harper. And I get that it only tears me up. Like, if I've got hate for you and I'm hating on you all the time, it's only destroying me. You're not feeling it.
Yep.
It's not doing anything for you.
I was disappointed.
No, you're gonna have a fly land
I was disappointed with Harper too, and that fly was CGI.
Come on.
Because if you slow it right down, it disappears, and it appears. It appears and it disappears.
You are full of conspiracies.
No, I've seen the video. someone has actually took the video.
They CGI'd a fly on Pence's head.
Frame by frame, and it was there. Yep, and it was gone. Didn't fly there. It didn't fly away. And now they're using this fly. See, this is all.
Well, because he's the mark of the beast.
Yeah. But Obama had flies all over him. Do you remember him in the White House? They were interviewing him, and he had flies on his face.
No.
Like,
I can see it on Michelle.
Lord of the
Did
flies.
you see that video they did of Michelle Obama the other day, and they put the devil's voice to him and put the like evil makeup on her, and she was talking like this. I could not retweet that. And now, you know what? I was an Obama fan when he was in there because I was still a lefty.
Yeah, he was good.
And you know what? Guys came on
good.
the Rome show. Jim Rome does a nationally syndicated sports show on the States, SoCal. I think he might be with CBS now, but he was with Premier Radio Networks back in the day. And he's a legend. And he had a guy come on that said, he was telling a story about playing some pickup basketball with Obama. And like just the way he was elbowing him and giving him the gears and talking trash to him the whole time, I felt, really? Obama's quite the bro. He's just a cool dude. Huh. And, I was a fan other than the fact that as time went on, he didn't do anything. Like he had an opportunity to do everything on marijuana and industrial hemp. At least get the industrial hemp thing going. Absolutely, he did absolutely nothing. And then he was a wartime president.
He was like a Manchurian candidate. He was the only president that ran out of bombs. He used every bomb they had. That's how bad he was. Imagine that, eh? He depleted the military. They all had shit equipment. They had the policy was engagement, rules of engagement, or they have to shoot you first before you can shoot them. Like he set up the military. He hurt the military. Trump said, "Get rid of it." He got rid of it,
and then he left the cupboards bare.
And then we started winning.
And then Trump comes in, and again, in reverse to Trudeau, who I gave space to.
Yep.
I was neutral on Trump. I just didn't care about American politics at all. And Trump is the only reason I looked at American politics. And now I'm addicted. I watched Congress subcommittee hearings. I watch like everything I can get my hands on now. I've got access to Fox News Channel, and I can't believe the difference in narrative, right? They seem to be on the conservative side of news. But they're not right out lying to me every day like CNN is. No, CNN is still trotting out there's good people on both sides
opinion.
Well, just lies that have been debunked 100 times, 100,000 times in the media. They still go back to the narrative, and I'm just like, you're not pulling out that, like Russia. Charlottesville.
Russia,
there's very fine people on both sides. Well, in context, he disavowed, and then they still come back. The new one is disavow white supremacy. I got it on my Facebook page right here.
And he already did.
Fucking believable.
And he said sure right away.
Jan Milligan is still going off. Let me go. Here, I'm going to switch this over. She just commented again. White supremacy is the problem, I go. Meanwhile, those with TDS look the other way. $1 billion in property damage, private property damage, and 32 murders at the hands of Black Lives Matter and Antifa. And you're going to tell me that there was a plot to kidnap the governor of Michigan, and white supremacy is a problem?
And they're saying it's just an idea. It's not actually a thing.
Fucking, you know what? I almost said it. Sorry, Jan Milligan. I'm sure you're a nice person. I know your family. I know you're not the most stable thing in the world, but I still haven't heard you address the white supremacists to try do I really need to be coming out and go, you know what, the KKK is bad?
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad, but I don't need to say it.
We don't even have to say it.
But because you could fit the KKK in your average Starbucks.
Yep.
There's 100 of them?
Yep.
It's just not a problem. If the KKK was marching and burning shit down, I'd be all over them too. But these people just can't. So
it's all smoke and mirrors
with Larry Baranick, which I love Larry Baranick. He's in Calgary, and look at they're still going. You're obviously missing. And then she usually goes to the right. You concern troll. I wish I knew what that meant. I think I know what it meant.
Concern troll?
Yeah, is that You show concern and troll people with your...
Well, a troll is like you work for the Conservative Party. That's a troll, basically someone from the opposite party.
Yeah. I know what trolling
pretending,
is. I'm clear on what trolling is because I'm getting better at it.
I do.
Trolling is when you...
Trump trolls.
When you post something...
He's
that you know is going to get a specific reaction from someone.
Yep.
And whether or not you believe it or not, you're just throwing it out there because you know you're going to make a whole group of people go, and pull their hair out.
No, Biden says Antifa doesn't exist.
No, it's just an idea. Yeah.
Even though they had a fund to bail them out.
Yeah.
After they've already destroyed. And then they put in their HEROES Act all this money to bail out all the cities that the Democrats run. Absolutely disgusting.
You ever notice?
Because then they're going to say, look at the debt he created. Meanwhile, they're the ones that are throwing all this money. But they're just covering themselves.
Yeah. All the worst-run states are Democrat governors.
Yep.
All the cities that are burning are Democrat-run mayors. Look at New York City. Do you believe that de Blasio, Billy Balls, whatever? I've got so many names for that loser.
Yep.
He's the worst mayor New York City's ever seen.
Absolutely.
Giuliani went in there. Even Bloomberg came in after him. They were tough on crime. They had the stop and frisk thing.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, gangbangers were taking their guns out into the streets anymore because you go to jail for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
They take you off the street.
Yep.
But now they're, and then Cuomo putting COVID patients in with elderly.
Yep.
Not only that, criminals released from prison with COVID, they're putting and that black kid that beat the hell out of that white man and he ended up dying. That guy was a criminal. Yep. I thought he worked at the nursing home. Nope, he was a criminal. They put him in with the old people. And now Cuomo's writing a book about how he saved New York City.
Yeah.
It's
all projection. It's all Trump's fault.
How can people be... And the fact that Biden and Trump are neck and neck or Trump's below in the polls, how can there be that many sheep in the States that
this is the mind control
they
they're
can't
using.
see past CNN's lies? It makes me mad.
I know, but it's mind control. Crazy. It is literally mind control, brainwashing. They're good at it. I mean, there's no other... I mean, there's evidence that they've been studying it and working on trying it. Like the movie theaters were even doing it. They would flash, a pop or something, or I'm hungry, and it built up their the sales in their canteens. So they were experimenting a long, long time ago. But the things that are going on are even things we can't talk about. The things I've found out, I could probably get killed. I was scared to death many times uncovering things. I was like, like literally, like religious. Whoo!
Really?
Oh yeah. What I found in religion was really bad. Really, really bad. And I read the Bible. I read the Quran. I read the Gita. I read all these different religions, the Buddhism.
You've read
Islam.
All those books completely?
Yeah, the Bible.
Like cover to cover?
Completely. And like took notes and wrote it all out. And I thought, this doesn't make any sense. And then I said, I just like used my instincts. There's only one way to find out why I feel this way. So I said, I got to get the original Hebrew because this doesn't make any sense in Genesis. It contradicts itself. And I found the lie in the first line of Genesis. A huge, big, huge lie that coincides and goes along with Sumerian tablets, which is like 3,000, 5,000 years before the Hebrew tablets. So it's the same story.
Oh no,
but it's older.
Well known that the Quran, the Bible, and all the religious books have the same flood story, have the same creation story, have the same Garden of Eden story to a point. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like Islam, angels. Satan wasn't an angel. There are different creations. Angels were created from light, and Satan, or in that group, like there's a whole bunch of angels, a whole bunch of devils. But Satan was created from fire. And he also had critical. He was able to, or Satan was able to make decisions on his own. You know what I mean? He had independence. So that's why he didn't bow down to man, because he said, well, they were made from earth, from mud. I was made from fire. I'm powerful. And so that's part of the story is the same in the Bible, where he refused to bow down to man because of his power, right? And this is just a feeble man. You could break him in two for someone like that. So that's the difference there. Satan was not the same species as angels, because angels are completely compliant. They do exactly what they're told. They do God's will, basically. But Satan was a jinn. They call it a jinn. Jinn. So it's a little bit different, and I find it, reading all the different books, I find it really interesting how similar. It's like someone's lying here. Someone's being deceptive. So the only way really to get at it is to read a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to go as far back as I could. That would be the Sumerian tablets. That's the same story as Genesis, except the word that in the Bible. I don't know if I should even say this. I could have an accident. Something happened to my brake cables. They know where you are.
I picked a crazy one today,
yeah,
guys.
So,
holy mackerel.
Yeah. So the first line, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. That's what it says. But what it really says, it doesn't say God. In the beginning, God. It doesn't say God at all. That's not what it means. It's a plural. And it includes women. It's like man is just one male. Mankind includes men and women. The word they use is Elohim. Elohim is a plural and includes women. It's like human race. It's like God race. So there was a lot of them. That's why it says just a little bit later, it says, let us make man in our. These are plurals.
Yeah, that's what I used to say.
That's why I said.
When I caught that verse not long ago, because I haven't
so why would God say that
much.
Is he crazy?
The explanation I was given was it's the triune, right? The Trinity. This Father, Son, and the Holy
Of course.
Spirit.
Yes. And what of the Trinity? The Trinity is also bad.
But dude, you got to admit, some parts of the Bible, when you read it, you're like, oh no, there's no way a human came up with this concept.
The Holy Trinity. What they do, they kill the girl. They said, Father, and that's a lie, because I don't think God is a male or a female. It's an entity. It's beyond our mind, and so it can't have a sex. I don't think it would have a sex. It just creates, it creates the jinn from fire, the angels from light. It's just amazing. And I'm like, have an affinity for creation, the trees, the animals. I just love the creation, Mm-hmm. So I care about people. I care about the earth. And so I was a Green Party guy for a little while, but I just find that
me too.
Eco-fascism
but I'm okay
not
now.
good either.
So where was I? Now.
So the word Elohim was deliberately mistranslated, and it made perfect sense with let us make man in our image. It brought it together and said, well, so that's the truth. They lied. And the Sumerian tablets is exactly the same. They destroyed their planet. They were higher
This is not
beings.
Going as planned. I didn't tell Paul to come over here, and we're going to get into a theological debate, because I'm unarmed. I can't keep up with anyone talking theologically.
But it's like my favorite topic. I don't throw it at people, but it's just because of what I've uncovered.
So what do you put yourself?
I think it's important.
What do you classify yourself as a religion then?
I wouldn't.
You don't
attach myself to a denomination. No. I believe in a creator. I won't call it a he or a she. I believe it's beyond my comprehension.
Definitely.
And
well, you're a creator.
A lot of it makes sense, like omnipresence. God says he's omnipresent. So that means everywhere at the same time, like he's everywhere. And unfortunately, the bad in the world created Santa Claus, who's everywhere all the time. He goes all around the world, give presents. He goes in your house.
He knows if
he
you've been
sees you when
nice.
you're sleeping.
You
I mean, this is a creepy dude, man. He knows when I'm good and bad
Claus.
or good. He's like micro. He's like
Santa
spying.
Claus molested me when I was a child. I'm still getting over it.
Yeah, so that's like the evil. It's the evil replacement, and I don't like it. I don't celebrate. I don't talk about Santa like when I had kids.
I need a little bit more Santa in my life.
Well, you put him on his lap, and he gives you a gift. He
Shut
gives
up,
you
Paul.
gifts
Paul,
for
stop
nothing.
It. You're gonna make me crazy.
What are they doing to our children? Kill Santa.
Fucking play another song, would you?
I'm kidding. Yeah, I didn't want to get into religion because it is a very touchy
what just
subject.
happened here?
I'm here to mess with your
Paul
mind.
Layton. Paul Layton is putting 3.5-inch floppy discs into his Korg. I swear to God, this is happening live. The dude's got high density floppy discs.
12 songs. Yeah, in the disc. Okay, this is a song, another one about caring about it. All my songs are kind of the same, really. Like one song's called Freedom, and this one's all year long. Like all year long, it fills your soul, feelings shared by young to old, precious hearts, wisdom seekers, joined to share in this destiny. I mean, there's a line from the chorus, so you can see it's deep. A lot of my songs are deep.
Here's where you find them on Reverb Nation, everyone. Paul Layton is my guest. Give him some love. Hit it, Paul.
Yeah, we didn't do any of those songs.
Oh, you want
okay, this one's a little bit faster.
I get your effects up.
Children wonder what went wrong. It's all around, it fills the air with no distance between your hearts. Good time for unity to start. All year long that fills your soul, feeling shared by young to old, precious heart, wisdom seeker, join to share this destiny. Gathering to share little time to show you care, making memories last all year long, making dreams reality. All year long that fills your soul, feeling shared by young to old, precious hearts, wisdom seeker, join to share this destiny. Remember that it's not too late. Remember that this planet's great. Communication is all it takes. Ooh, secure the future for the human race. All year long that fills my soul, feeling shared by young precious hearts, wisdom seeker, join to share this destiny, making dreams reality. Join to share this destiny. Oh, oh,
Paul Layton, everyone. Reverb Nation, go and get his stuff there. You can't get the new stuff there, but you can get a lot of his stuff there. How many tunes you think you got over on Reverb?
There's 22 instrumentals.
22 instrumentals, no singing. Dude, you got to do more with the vocals.
No
you
singing.
carry a tune nice.
Oh, thanks.
You hit those high notes and the angry notes and all the notes.
Yeah.
And, I like it, man. I'm easy, though. I'm easy.
Yeah, you're a music lover.
Yeah, and... You know, if you suck, I'm not so easy. But I'm fortunate enough to have some pretty talented people around me. And, Jennifer Lynn blew me out of the water this week. And it was her first interview with me. Like, she's performed live. She does it at Mountain Park Church.
Oh, yeah?
Niagara Falls. She used to be at Central Community Church. And I'm video director there. So that's where I actually never met her. For all the years that I shot her, I never spoke to her. I used to harass her children, but her kids wouldn't give me the time of day. But then I find out that this is her first time she's ever done an interview. And then I'm like, the second song she played, I can't remember what. I'm like literally, I'm covering my mouth because my job. I'm like, what the? Oh
yeah,
God.
good songs.
I was
good voice.
Blew me away. So I would encourage you to get that vocal working a little bit more, man. That's shit. You got strong vocals.
Yeah,
man.
it's been on rest. I think it's at the small space. It's kind of hard for me to let it out and hit properly. But I'm doing the best I can.
You got to pad it up pretty well.
I'm doing the best I can, no matter what.
Yeah, baby. So I guess you got no plans as far as performing coming up. Maybe we should create a gig for you, man. We should do another sessions gig where we have an all day.
That would be awesome.
You know, you can play the lounge all day, kind of. You do your own set, like 30 minutes, and then see if I can get Road Waves to come back and Theater Crisp to come back and Aaron Berger and the Blue Stars. Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm teasing out a Black Flies reunion. They're getting back together now. That's bullshit. I'm just making that rumor right now. But Black Flies was another band that just like they're kind of in the genre of Blue Rodeo, which I'm not a big fan of Blue Rodeo. I mean, they make good music, but it's just not my speed. And but Black Flies had some great music, man.
Don't tell me I'm wrong.
No.
'Cause I've been watching every move that you made.
That Paul McCartney and Wings too, man. I can't get that one out of my head now.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's good. I was at my friend's place the other day, and she played The Sound of Music. I'm 16, going on 17, something like this.
I know one song from there.
I don't remember that song, but I guess she played it for her granddaughter the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, I was stuck with it for 2 days. It wouldn't leave. The earworm. It's just, what causes an earworm? I don't know, but sometimes I wake up with an earworm. I wake up and that tune's in my head all day.
Oh man, if I did that to you, just send me some hate mail.
So she was inside. She was inside in the playroom with her granddaughter, and I was out on the deck. So I just opened the door and I put the video on from YouTube, the 16 going on 17, and I played it. I let her know that she could hear it. She comes to the door and she goes, "Thanks." And I said, "Thanks to you. What about me? I'm gonna be stuck in my head too. I'm getting a fly that's gonna land on me."
I think that idea would be great, though. It would be fun because I did miss the last sessions. I did want to go for sure, and I would certainly love to go there.
We have to do it as a political event so that my guys can get tax receipts. Because
sure.
We don't have a lot of money to throw around for sponsorship or for performance fees. But last time everyone invoiced me $500, and they get a $500. Was it a $500? Yeah, I think it was a $500 political donation receipt.
Oh,
so then you get $375 back on your taxes.
Yep.
So if you owe money, then that comes off. If you don't have any income provincially, when we do it provincially, if you had no income, you still get that money back. So
you ran as Green Party, right?
Many times.
In St. Catharines?
Yeah, many times in St. Catharines.
Is this your district?
My first one was 93 in Niagara Center, which was with. Oh no, they call it Niagara Center again now. It used to be Welland.
Yep.
So 1993 I got recruited by a good friend of mine, Greg Vesna, who's love you, Greg, but he's got TDS so bad. I mean, I feel sorry for these people that hate Trump no matter what.
It's sad.
And he said, listen, we need you. And I'm like, you need me? Yeah, they had to run 50 candidates nationally because Mulrooney had passed this legislation that if you didn't have 50 candidates run, your party was dissolved, deregistered, and they took all your money. Well, we didn't have any money at the time, but the party was at that time probably over a decade old. So I said, well, he says, I'll put up the money. It was $1,000. You go get the signatures, and you don't have to do another thing. We'll just make you a paper candidate. No, because I said I'm not debating. I knew nothing about proportional representation or carbon fee and dividend or anything like that.
There's a lot to know. Yeah.
Now I can speak to those issues because once you do, once you get educated on it, it doesn't go away, right?
Absolutely.
And so then I got talked into doing a See How debate. Terry St. Annam was the Conservative. Don Johnson was the NDP, and Gibby Parent, he was the Speaker of the House. Yeah. Speaker of the House federally? Yeah.
I ran as a Libertarian.
Yeah,
did you run in 2016?
I did. I ran in 93, 03, 06. Was there an 08? I don't know. Somebody used to have it up on my... Do you believe I used to have a Wikipedia page? I didn't put it up there. But somebody complained and took it down and said, this guy's a nobody. Why has he got a page?
Too much.
And they had all my elections up there.
But yeah, I learned all this stuff about donations and everything when I ran as a Libertarian. So I ran in 2016, and I don't know if are we supposed to talk or?
Oh, you can say whatever you want, bro. It's your life.
Are we friends or enemies?
93. I ran 93, 2003, St. Catharines, 2004, 2006. And that's as far as this fandom page goes. So what did I do after that? And then I did...
I might run again, too. I'm not sure.
It would take a lot to get me to run it again, I think.
Yeah, it's hard. Because everyone just starts looking at you and...
I don't mind that so much. But I just find that back in the day, the Green Party needed a guy like me. Well, not in 93. They needed just a body, just a warm-blooded body.
Yeah, me too.
But then I got good at it. And then I became...
Sure, in time.
I became better than the conservatives, the liberals, usually in the incumbent, like it's tough to debate Jim Bradley. He's got so much knowledge, you know what I mean?
But once you know your platform.
Yeah. Oh, you can debate him still, but he's just got a lot of practical knowledge. It's like Elizabeth May. She's got so much political experience before she was elected even.
Yep.
And, in 2006, I ran for the leadership of the Green Party of Canada, and I debated Elizabeth May. Internally, it was fine because there was she didn't have this wealth of wisdom that came from outside of the party. So when you're talking about internal stuff, it was no problem to debate her. But still, just so bright. But in 93, they needed a warm body. But once I got good at it, then I was like, well, if you can find a better guy to do it, then I'm out. Absolutely. But I became the guy that, I'm funny. I'm good at the debates. And even, with guys like Rick Dykstra, when they came up, they were brand new. They didn't know shit about
You debating. Have what it takes, so you have what they need.
But the left doesn't need me anymore.
It's a charm.
They don't need a big mouth like me to be funny on stage and to debate guys. The left is fine. In fact, they need a guy on the other side. If I was going to run last time, I would have run for Max Bernier.
Yeah,
because he was the
He's
only
saying
guy
all the
talking
right
about
things
illegal
right now.
immigration, talking about guns, talking about abortion,
All
talking
the
about
right things.
like
Yep.
he was not talking about.
Yep.
Like he's just very centered on his politics,
Yep.
and he was getting called white supremacist.
I like him. I like his policies.
I voted for him.
Yeah,
I voted
like his,
PPC.
Yeah, he's good. It's too bad he's so fresh. I mean,
Yeah, and you know,
first past the post, they
Yeah.
got to get rid of that.
mhm.
That's just not fair. It's not.
I'm even revisiting my strong commitment to proportional representation because
Yep.
you want to be in a minority situation all the time. Do you want the party with 2% of the vote to have 2% of the seats? Yeah, I know it sounds fair. Yeah, I think I'm still on the MMP, the mixed member proportion. STV, probably not so much the single transferable vote, but yeah, I think there's still a good conversation there, and I'm fluid. Yep. I'm fluid on that. I'm not cemented in it like I was before. I think I could be turned either way right now, but I think I still lean towards proportional representation because it's more fair. And but then we almost have. Well, we don't have it now, but we have a minority government that's operating like a majority government because the NDP is propping them up, and that's what you get with proportional representation for every election. Where you're like, well, I didn't vote for these guys. They're running things, and then, but you know, Jagmeet Singh or Jagmeet, how do you say it?
Jagmeet Singh.
Is it Jagmeet? I thought it was Jagmeet. Anyways,
Juggernaut.
He's just propping up the liberals. Like,
he's bad.
I want him gone. I want to go to an election. I want Trudeau out, and I don't care if it's Erin O'Toole or Peter MacKay or whatever. I'm done with the leftist madness, man.
Yep. And Maxine is like a Trump. He just came and he started brand new, fresh, great ideas. Libertarian, within 6 months they had a convention, and I got nominated for 5 different executive positions. I didn't get any, but I was nominated, which including leader, which is really, I wasn't expecting that after 6 months. But there's only two people voted in, the actual leader and me.
Wow.
So that was like huge, humbling thing, you know, that they thought of me in that way. Just like music. When you say my music's good, I don't know how to take it. Because I'm the worst critic of my own music.
Oh, yeah, we all are.
So I really don't know. I'm thankful. I'm humbled when someone likes my music because I don't personally like it. I put myself into it, so myself is in there.
It's hard to be objective.
It is. But this piano is awesome because I can do the drums and the bass, and I don't need a band. I prefer having a band, but this just saves so much money and time and effort. People quitting and training someone new, and because I toured for so long, and it was just every time we'd have a problem. We were booked every week, so we had to have replacements right away, ready, and it's tough. This is like a good way to retire, but I would like to release my songs at least before I pass, just so it's there, because I do think the message is important in my songs. It's not that they're good, but I think the messages are important because they really represent what we need right now. We need that peace, peace of mind, peace in life. These are things that are a constant through my whole life. These are things I believed in, and I think most people do want the same things.
Yeah, I think we forget that point exactly, that we all just want to be happy. We want to be safe. We want to be loved, and we want the government to stay the hell out of our way.
Stop spying on us. It's like this whole spying apparatus has to be shut down. It's like, okay, you can see us all. You got, all the spyware going on through light bulbs, and God knows what else you got going on with your high tech that we don't know anything about. It's like, find the people you're looking for, arrest them, and then shut down the system. You got them, great. You know what I mean? You're pushing this privacy and inalienable rights that everyone should have. Like, I mean, their metadata everything. So, kids are bad, and they've all got iPhones now. So they're sending, lewd pictures to each other. This is all going into the government mainframe. All these pictures, even adults are, doing it. All these things that should be personal aren't anymore. Mm-hmm. So they're desensitizing us with this, and they're also crossing the line.
Perversion normal.
They're not treating us like God's children anymore.
Yeah, you know what? And that's we were talking about the Bible there, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole so much anymore. But
for sure,
yeah, it's early on in Genesis.
Yep.
It said that that verse that we talked about,
yep,
that man was created in God's image.
Yep.
And that's where all our morality, all our laws, mm-hmm. everything comes from.
But we weren't.
Fact that, and it's strange that we don't look at other people. We're so judgmental mm-hmm. about other people and how we're better than them, and we forget that mm-hmm. even our enemies are still created in God's image. Those are inalienable rights that don't come from the government. The government didn't give you the right to freedom and liberty. They just enforce it. They want to make sure that, or they should be enforcing it, but now they're just taking them away, it seems like.
It's kind of deceptive because we weren't created in God's image. We were created in the image of the Elohim that came here. They altered our DNA. We were created in their image. And they were...
Here we go!
They were higher beings, but they weren't God. In Sumerian tablets talks about them, they refer to God. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, this is important stuff. But when I found this stuff, I was terrified because this goes against churches. The Vatican is very powerful. It owns a lot of property and businesses and have a lot of influence in governments. They support, they supported Hitler. They supported a lot of the bad things. And even the word Vatican translated, I don't know if you saw my post on that.
No.
It means divine, like serpent divinity, like serpent divine divinity kind of thing. So they're saying the serpent is divine, which in the Bible the serpent isn't divine, but that's what Vatican means.
How did the serpent get into the garden anyways? I didn't see God making serpents when that was before. Wasn't the serpent in the garden before? Oh, maybe the 7 days passed and he did make all the animals in the sky and everything like that, but the serpent just showed up, dude.
A lot of it's symbolic. Like the serpent and the swirling is DNA, basically. It's a lot of it is symbolic. And that's unfortunate because in today's day, we need literal. We want to hear the facts, the truth. And that's why I translated. And what I found right away, I found very disturbing, and it scared me because I knew that, I would get, knocked over for it because I'm going against basically everything I was taught and most people were taught, depending on which religion, but they're all very similar. So there is a truth in that, the fact that they're all so similar. And I found the oldest stuff was a little more believable. Sumerian tablets is quite believable. They admit to screwing up because they were changing us and our arms were too long. So we were like, our arms were dragging on the floor. But they admit to making mistakes. So this is why they aren't the creator, but it does show that they messed with us. They sinned against us, really. They changed us, and the story of the Sumerians is they destroyed their own planet. They came here because we had gold. They needed gold as an airplane aerosol to fix their ozone layer. Gold was an ingredient they needed to fix their ozone because they just destroyed their planet. And this is the Sumerian tablet story. They came here, and there was a female scientist. She was the one changing us. And they added a little bit of their own DNA. They didn't want to add too much because they didn't want us to be powerful, because they were quite powerful. They could fly and, speak without moving their lips. They were quite a higher being. But this is what the Sumerian tablets talks about. Did everyone leave?
No.
There's
no one here.
It's just me and you, eh? Wow.
So listen to this, just on the way out, and I'd like you to play another song too because I forgot. 93 is my first one. Then I didn't do anything till 2003 in St. Catharines. So while in St. Catharines, then I ran municipally in Merton in 2003. In fact, that, and then 2004, Green Party Canada, St. Catharines. So between those two Green parties, and that was 3 elections in 12 calendar months, I think. Then 06 again in St. Catharines, 06 for the leadership of the party, 08 in St. Catharines. For mayor in St. Catharines, essentially just to keep Walter out. Didn't work. Birch, I know you're an MPP now, but you're supposed to be mayor. You fucked up, man. And you broke my heart. And then I came back for the Green Party again in 2015, and that's when we had money. We had a campaign office. We were downtown, 52 St. Paul, in Preston Haskell's old building.
Nice.
I had the triangle. It was 52 St. Paul, 5 William Street at the mansion, and then 4 Queen Street, where my office was when we were at Internet Realty. And then in 2018, my buddy Vesna, who helped Trudeau win the leadership, who helped every party except the NDP. Well, he actually helped Simon DeYoung in Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Winnipeg. So he's been a consultant, a candidate, and an advisor to every party. He started his own party called the None of the Above Party. Oh, so because he tried to get none of the above on the ballot, so that you could vote for none of these guys. Yes. Because destroying your ballot is just like, even if you mismarked your ballot or you reject your ballot, it all goes into spoiled ballots. And I don't think they have rejected and spoiled as different. They're just all
It should be, though. No confidence.
Maybe I'm wrong on that. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah.
But he wanted it on the ballot because, you believe it or not, in some districts, none of the above wins the election. And here's the deal. If the people dislike the candidate so much that none of the above wins, then it disqualifies all the candidates that ran, and they have to rerun.
And they lose their funding and everything.
Yeah. So he wanted it on the ballot. The province said no. The Fed said no. So he said, fine, I'll create my own party called the None of the Above Party. They go, we won't give you the name. He goes, oh, yeah? I'll sue you. And they said, well, sue us then. Just before he went in to get his injunction, they go, okay, we'll give you the name. So it's called now None of the Above Direct Democracy Party. Yeah. So the reason they wouldn't give him the name None of the Above Party is because it would be confusing if you looked at it and it wasn't on the ballot. You'd think, oh, yeah, I'm voting for none of these guys. Yeah. So I get why they didn't do it. So, but they did relent finally. And so he says if he's successful at getting none of the above on the ballot, the party will cease to exist because he's done. But this is it's not follow the leader. Yeah. It's like your own guy almost. Here's the tenets that we subscribe to, and there's very few, and take it from there. So I'm not sure that I'll do it again. I did it as a favor last time around. I actually looked into the PPC. I did an interview with Max. He came on my show.
Really?
Yeah. He was great.
That's freaking awesome.
He was great. He was still a little stiff and new. He wasn't as prepared as I expected him to be for an interview because he's got a lot of knowledge, but he was just repeating the same things a lot.
I'm like that.
I'm very critical.
Every toga party.
But no, he was good enough to come on, and then I did look into running, and nobody really knows this, but I did look into it. It was just bad timing because it takes a lot out of you. It taxes you financially. Yes. And it taxes you emotionally and physically and almost everything. Yeah. So I'm not sure that I'll go through that nonsense again. And the other thing is that at the end of the campaign, I would always end up with cold. I was always sick 2 days after.
Really?
Yeah, because I think it's the letdown. You know, you're the man, you're on stage, you got all these people around you, and they're all supporting and volunteering, and you're having a good time leading them. Then it's over. The election, after the election night party, which I excel at. Go figure. My election parties are the best. I usually had some good acts playing and stuff like that. But the next day you wake up and you're flattened. Because depression sinks in, and then you're like, yeah, what the hell? What did I do all that for? What? Because it's a long time, man. The campaign of 43 days or whatever it is. It's
I wouldn't run as a libertarian because there's just no chance of getting in.
Well, I never ran for any party that I had a chance of getting elected. It was always about getting the message out there. And like I said, I don't feel like anyone needs the message.
Messaging.
The messaging. I would have been proud to carry the message for Max because I liked his message, and he was really anti-establishment and anti-left wing. But yeah,
I would run as a conservative. I would offer myself in Jack Layton's district because of the name recognition. It would the guy that they have there isn't doing that well. The NDP's kicking his ass. If you get a Layton in there, they're just gonna. They don't even have to know me. They just see Layton.
Oh yeah. So get up
Jack,
on that mic, man. I want to make sure everyone can hear.
So Jack Layton's district.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting.
But as a conservative, I can do something from within, because I can't do anything as a libertarian or a Green Party.
No,
I'd have to go into the belly of the beast. Yeah. And I think they've been infiltrated as well as the liberals. I think both sides are bad. I think liberals are much worse, much more radical. I hate what they've done to the children.
Oh, the kids. That's my number one. Free speech.
Absolutely terrible.
And now we're in huge debt, too.
And the gender pronouns and, oh, my God.
Freedom of speech.
What they've done to all these high school students. They're all aggressive and narcissistic. And they're like, they play the victim while they're abusing you.
Preaching to the choir over here.
But they abuse you, and then they say, I'm the victim.
Yeah.
Like Kamala Harris, I'm speaking.
Shut up.
But she was the one getting abused.
You know what? It's such bullshit.
Did
terrible. Anyone, when Trump and Biden went head to head, did anyone break out that's sexist? He interrupted him. Fuck off. You want, wait. You want special treatment, but you want equality. Fuck off.
But they're showing us
sexist.
They are.
I'm talking, I'm speaking.
Yeah. Sorry.
And then you know what? It's a fucking T-shirt now.
It's a debate.
Like now they're promoting. I'm special. I'm speaking. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's not a debate.
You need my filthy mouth.
She's
you gonna play more music then?
So ego though, eh?
Oh yeah, and she's just not skilled. Like
she's
Pence,
bad.
Like Pence of all of them.
Oh,
Pence had it.
Smooth, man.
He's
classy, smooth.
Smooth. Yeah, well spoken.
But he's got all his
calm
points.
And measured.
He's got all his points.
His voice doesn't go up and down.
Yeah, like mine.
And you know what? All Kamala did was smirk. So if you're a high school student and you're wearing a MAGA hat and some crack-infested Indian comes up on you, beating his drum in your face, you're smirking. And on CNN or whoever interviewed him, she says, don't you think it's a little aggressive to just stand your ground?
I know.
What? Aggressive to stand your ground. And that kid got paid. That kid got millions of dollars from CNN for slamming him.
Really?
And now Gavin McInnes is jumping on the same train. Good. You call him a white supremacist?
Yep.
You call him a Nazi? See you in court.
Yep.
He's got it all figured out. It cost me $10,000 to sue you, and I don't care how many times I'm going to put that money out. He's got the money, right? So
and
he's
like,
I'm litigious. I'm on the bandwagon, and you're done. And then Kamala Harris has this cute little smirk. That the whole time, that's all she did is smirk. So if you're a white guy with a MAGA hat and you smirk, you're a white supremacy, not
radical.
Like a 16-year-old Nazi.
Yeah.
But if you're a lefty and you sit there and smirk at the sitting vice president,
what they've shown me is this is war for them. They're doing a war. This is a war. This isn't a fair fight. This isn't a debate. They've done everything they could to kill, just destroy this guy. And he's like 5 steps ahead of them. I love it. Just like you. I love to watch it. I'm always following his Twitter, and it's like, the D-class is a big move, though. That's big. But he's got a lot of good people. Generals and stuff that he has around him are good. They asked him to join. They wanted him. He was asked to run for president. It's the good people within the government that came to him because they know about the bad people, and they were everywhere. James Comey, all these Clinton. I can't even get into what I found out about Clinton. She's very bad. She went to Jeffrey's Island quite a bit, and her husband. I don't even think they went together.
Monsters.
But they both went, I don't even want to know or even talk about what's going on there. I don't like that topic.
We got to get out of here, man. You want to play another one on the way out?
Sure.
No, we don't need to get. We're going to hang.
Oh.
I just want to be done with this broadcast.
Oh. Okay.
If you got another song in you.
I've got tons.
Because we could talk all day, but I'd rather.
Okay. Yep.
Cut these people out of my life for now.
Ouch.
Bye.
He doesn't mean it.
Losers. There's no one watching anyway.
It's only me and you anyway.
I'm disrespecting my.
They've all unfriended us.
You can't say that on radio. Easy.
All right, this one. I don't know, like a lot of the songs, kind of emotional. So I'm trying
not to. Play a cover then, man. Play something upbeat. I don't want you fucking crying on me, man.
Yeah, I might cry.
No,
I wrote that for one of my kids.
Please don't.
Yeah, I can't do that to you. I hate. I mean, I don't.
Hang off something fun, man.
I'm an alpha, so I don't like. I don't mind crying, but I don't like doing it in front of other people. Oh, there's lots of good songs here, but I don't have the words. So, yeah, okay.
Just play a fun cover then, man.
Let's see.
I'm fucking the hole.
All right, I'll just get
putting a hockey stick in the spoon.
I wrote this for my son. When I see you look at me with those eyes, so big, so brown, so glad to be alive. I see them seldom, maybe once in a while. Son, I really need to see you smile. 'Cause you changed my life, yet we're so far apart. I really need to see you smile. Pieces come together. Youth is fading in the shadow. Conquer, son, and never fear. You're the only strength you need. Pieces come together. Youth is fading in the shadow. Conquer, son, and never fear. You're the only strength you need. 'Cause you changed my life. Yeah, we're so far apart. I really need to see you smile.
Paul Layton, everyone. Here you can find him on Reverb Nation. Go check out his music there. And, I'll get the effects off. Look at me running the board like a pro.
You already got it.
Give us some silly love songs on the way out, bro.
Okay. We'd like to thank both of you for coming today.
Shut up, Layton. Just play the music, man.
Someone knocking at my door. Somebody ringing the bell. Somebody knocking at my door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Do me a favor, open the door and let 'em in. Yeah, yeah. Someone knocking at my door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Someone knocking at my door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Do me a favor, open the door, let 'em in. Sister Susie, Brother John, Martin Luther, Phil and Don, ooh, Uncle Ernie, Uncle Ian, open the door, let 'em in, yeah. Paul McCartney's coming after me for copyright infringement. Da 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 da.
Oh, Layton, everyone. That does not suck. Thank you so much for your generosity, my brother. That was very cool.
Thanks for having me, my friend.
I forgot your effects. Ah, shit. The engineer flopped. All right. We're going to go adjust the altitude. Thanks for watching. If you are watching on delay or the recording, here's where you can find my guy, Paul, Reverb Nation. Go check him out. Here he is. Oh, no, he's not there on that. Let's see. You can find him on the Facebook as well. Where is he? Here he is on the Facebook. Where'd you get the picture? That's a great cover photo, man.
That's Taps too, yeah.
No, it's on the beach, dude.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Who took that?
I probably stole it.
But, oh, it's not you?
No,
oh, cool.
No.
Paul Layton is a thief and a musician, and he's pretty hooked up with conspiracies, and he's a wanted man. He's parked in my driveway, and he will be for probably another hour if you want to come and firebomb his car. Anyways, Paul, I really appreciate your time. All joking aside, that was very cool. I appreciate it, and let's do it again sometime.
Thanks for having me.
No, I appreciate you dragging all that stuff down here. That was a lot.
It was a lot.
And this this Yamaha MGXU, I'm gonna figure it out, man. I'm gonna put the special effects on my voice.
Yeah, try all the different ones,
the
dude.
echoes. Anyways, like, share. I am Oot.
Peace out.
Peace out, yo.